Hello and welcome back to The Future Is Now with Borussia Dortmund. It is the start of Season 3 and I've annoyed a lot of you. I've not shown you why yet, but I've annoyed a lot of you. We've sold Erling Haaland and Jadon Sancho and quite a lot of other players. But don't worry, we have spent £314 million in the summer. We've gone big in the final season. That is right, Erling Haaland has gone to Manchester City. £120 million is what they've paid for him, which realistically isn't enough money, but we are not going to be here beyond the end of this season, so what difference does it make to me personally? If we were staying, I would have probably either tried to keep hold of him or get some sell-ons in there and various other bits of sort of clauses and things, but he's gone, £120 million. He's also not the first name to go. Jadon Sancho, similarly to Erling Haaland, has left. He's gone to England. He's gone to Spurs for £66 million. That was not enough money. He had a year left on his contract and was refusing to sign a new one. So I thought, you know what, let's just take any cash that we can get our hands on. Sancho playing in the Premier League as well. Thomas Meunier has also left the club. He has headed over to the Ukraine to play for Shakhtar Donetsk. It's about £16 million we've got from Meunier. We've also brought their right back, so it's basically a straight swap. Lyanco, the 25-year-old Brazilian central defender, has headed over to France, or more specifically over to Monaco, because it's not really France. It is France, but it's not France. He's gone for about £10.5 million, I think it was, in total. We got a bit of performance out of him, nothing major, but yeah, Lyanco, leaving the club, he was alright. Lucas played a total of 6 games for us, scoring 0 goals in the league. He's now made his way over to Wolfsburg, £3.3 million. I think we loaned him there, or he was on loan there. He was on loan there not too long ago, and now he's signed on a permanent deal. Cameron Carter-Vickers has also left the club. He has gone to Krasnodar for not a lot of money, £2.2 million. We got him on a free. We then loaned him out to Basel. He wasn't good enough. He was a Stuart Pearce signing, a typical Stuart Pearce signing. Somebody who might be good, but who inevitably won't be. That is not all of the transfers. That is all of the permanent transfers. There are a lot of loan deals, which we'll go to in just a minute after we've done basically our ins. One to point out, Johnny Lundstrom's now playing in the second Bundesliga for our feeder team, Ingolstadt. So that's something of interest, I guess, for somebody. Anyway, players joining the club. There's a lot of them, £314 million worth. First up, starting with the free transfers. Burak Ince is what I'm going to call him. I don't think it's pronounced Ince, but that's what we're going to call him. 18-year-old Turkish attacking midfielder signed on a free transfer from Altınordu. Apparently, he's alright, he's got some potential, we'll never see him play. I mean, when you look at his technical abilities, first touch, passing and technique of 16s and 17s, he's actually really good technically. Mentally, he's not awful. Physically, he could do with a bit of work, but he's alright. I don't think he's too bad. Christian Fruchtal, next up, signed from our close rivals, Bayern Munich. And I signed him because he was a free transfer for a start. We needed a backup goalkeeper. In my opinion, we need to kind of have some more German players as well. And he came from a rival, which is apparently one of the club's philosophies. But they weren't happy because I signed him from a rival. I don't understand. He's not going to play for us because we've also signed another sub-goalkeeper anyway. It's 25-year-old Dutch goalkeeper Joel Drommel, who has signed from FC Twente, apparently. He's going to be a backup. He will probably be sat on the bench for the most part. Andre Onana is our number 1 goalkeeper for the foreseeable future. So yeah, Drommel, not going to get a lot of football. Another player who's not going to get a lot of football is Andre Ungar, 16 years old, and that's why he's not going to get a lot of football. Romanian right-back / centre-back. He's probably more of a centre-back than a right-back, but oh my word, look how good he is. For a 16-year-old, look how good he is. He will actually be able to play on the 12th of September, so he could get some games. I'm not sure whether he will get some games, but yeah, Ungar looks bloody good, doesn't he? If we were here for a few more years, I think he could be a world-class defender. Somebody who I signed on my Southampton save, Mady Camara, 25 years old, Guinean central midfielder from Olympiacos. He's got £10 million, which is an absolute bargain considering he's now worth £35.5 million. He's come in as a squad player, so he's not expecting to play every single game of every match, of every week, but he'll get the odd game here or there because he's very good. He's very fast, not very good in the air. Going up in terms of price up to the £15 million mark is Thales Magno, 20 years old, winger, left, right, striker. He's from Brazil, as you can probably tell. 2.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. He's a wonder kid. Kind of why I did it. I just wanted to buy somebody who's good with a little bit of potential in the future, because obviously the save is in theory, the future is now, so I could just buy all the best players now. Magno should be somebody who could do a job for Dortmund in about 3 or 4 years' time, as well as now. Matheus Henrique is next up, another Brazilian at 24 years old, 6 caps to his name, signed from Grêmio. He has cost £15 million, which isn't a huge amount of money. You can see we've spread this money. We've spread the Haaland and Sancho money across quite a few positions. We've not got to the best ones yet. Matheus Henrique, I think he's going to be very, very good for us. He's come in as a star player, which I'm not so sure about, but that's kind of the only way we could get him through the door. He has got an injured hip, so he's out for 3 months potentially. Probably won't see him then until about Christmas. The Thomas Meunier replacement is Dodo, 23 years old Brazilian right-back signed from Shakhtar Donetsk. As I mentioned earlier, Thomas Meunier went to Shakhtar Donetsk. Apparently, 4.5-star current ability for Dodo. 4.5-star current ability for a right-back. I'm hoping he's superb. Apparently my coaches think he is, so we will see. For £20 million, we have also signed Denis Popov from Dynamo Kiev, a 23-year-old Ukrainian central defender, 22 caps and a goal to his name as well. He's probably going to get a fair amount of football for us. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential for Denis. I think he's alright. I think he's not bad. Again, he's young. He's still only a child. 23 years old is young. In football terms, I think that's still quite young. When you hit about 25 and up, then you should be an established player by then. So Denis Popov, I think, is good. Might get some games. He should get some games. Bumping up another £10 million to £30 million. It is Nicolo Zaniolo. He has been signed as the replacement for Jadon Sancho. Again, 23 years old. Still a child. £30 million is quite a lot of money. But look how good he is. He can play on the right, he can play on the left, he can play down the middle as well. Even if we really wanted to, as a striker with 16 finishing, that's actually very good for a winger. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential for Zaniolo. Again, decent player, I think. For £35 million, we have signed one of 3 Erling Haaland replacements. We've signed 3 and you literally haven't seen any of them other than Krzysztof Piatek, the Polish striker who was formerly playing for Hertha Berlin, scores goals. This is why I wanted Piatek, because he is a goal scorer. And with our new formation that we started playing towards the end of last season, we get players in the position to score goals. So as long as we've got the clinical people there, we're going to get a lot of goals. Piatek is one of 3, as I've mentioned. Andrea Belotti is the next one, 28 years old, so he's getting on a bit now. Obviously, Italian international, 3-star current and potential ability. He's a model citizen, which is obviously the best personality, I think. The best personality in the game that you can get. Again, Belotti knows how to score goals. 114 and 250 appearances for Torino. He got a few for Palermo and Albino Leffe, apparently, as well. He's cost £40 million. It's quite steep, but every year he gets over 15 goals a season. So if he gets 15 goals for £40 million, I'm quite happy with that. I think, again, Belotti and Piatek, as 2 strikers next to each other, there are goals to be scored there. Another Jadon Sancho replacement is Karim Adeyemi, signed from Red Bull Salzburg in Austria. He is 20 years old. He's cost a lot of money, as you can probably tell, because we're going up in price. He's not the most expensive, but he's cost £45 million, which is a big amount of money. But Adeyemi, he's young, he's German, he's very, very good as a player already. He's a Wonderkid, so he's going to get a lot of football as well. And now the big one, which I wasn't sure I wanted to do, and then thought, actually, he can also play on the wing. It's Anthony Martial. He's 26, he'll be 27 on the 5th of December. Obviously, if you follow English football, you know of Anthony Martial. If you play Football Manager, you know of Anthony Martial. He's cost £80 million, which I don't think is terrible. I honestly don't think that is terrible. He's a striker by trade, but he can also play on that left-hand side, which is where we were playing Sancho. Obviously, we're playing Sancho on the right as well. So we do have the replacements. We have basically a new front 4 in our entire squad, which might be a problem. We've also got a new central midfield and a new right back and a new centre back. We've got a new squad for our final season in charge of Dortmund. Other transfers that have also taken place, if we have a quick look here, loan deals: Obafemi Collins, Lundstrom, Traore, Bino Gittens, Fanku Cisse, Moyano, Knauf, Gaibua, Samuel Bamba, Luke Wolfenden, Vuskovic, Fink, Damari Gray, and Marius Wolf, all going out on loan to various clubs around the world. I think most of them actually going on loan to Germany, which is quite nice to see. Just so you're aware as well, the transfer window isn't closed. We've still got £118 million to spend. I kind of want to spend it, but I don't know on what or who. There has to be someone I can spend on, but I honestly have no idea who we can buy. I was hoping we could get Ronaldo, but he's still got a year left on his contract. That's not good. And the same with Messi. Okay, do we just go for it anyway? We've got the money to spend. Barcelona want 12 million. Let's bump you down to 10. If we can buy Messi for £10 million, I mean, he's old, but he's Messi. Juve want a little bit more for Ronaldo. Ronaldo's 2 years older than Messi. We'll just get Messi. We'll just have Messi. We don't need Ronaldo. Now, as this is the first episode of a new season, we have to play the DFL Super Cup against Bayern Munich. So that is what we're going to do in just a moment. A little bit of things to talk about as well. Let's have a quick look at the season preview. We're still second. We are still second favourite for the league. We've got Media Dream 11, Hummels and Guerrero's a midfielder. Okay, and our two key players are our fullbacks in Guerrero and Dodo, if we have a quick look here as well. So they reckon Onana in goal, Guerrero, Popov, Hummels and Dodo. I agree with that. Emre Can, Brandt, Bellingham, Verhoeven, Martial and Adeyemi. Verhoeven still can't play. He still can't play. He will be able to play very soon. He'll be able to play 26th of October as his 17th birthday. He will be getting football in this final season because we spent a lot of money on him. Before we get to the Bayern Munich game as well, I just want to show you kind of my squad at the moment, and it's a little bit bloated. We've got 5 goalkeepers. You'll notice Mitchell, Price, Fructo, I think Zach Steffens as well. Well, Steffen actually isn't loan listed. Like, one of these, or 3 of them really, 3 of our goalkeepers need to not be at the club this season. I want to keep Mitchell Price because he is a very, very good future prospect. We've got a lot of centre-backs, Mepham, Hummels, Zagadou, Jordan is still here. We've also got Van Houston, who I'm training up as a central defender. We've got Popov as well, who's obviously the new signing. Wingbacks, we have Dodo. We've also got Ungar, who can't play yet. We've got Firpo, we've got Guerrero, and Felix Paslak. So we've got 2, basically left backs, 2 right backs, which is great to see. Midfield is where it gets a little bit busy. So, Emre Can is still here. Somebody wants him. He's wanted by Spurs. He might be off. If Spurs put in a decent bid, he might be off. Henrique's still here. Not still here. Henrique, new summer signing. Lewis Cook. We have Kamara. We have Dahoud is still here, who I really don't see getting any football for us, but he's still here anyway. Barco is a winger. Bellingham's still here. We've got Rayner still here. We've still got Royce at the club. We've still got Brandt. So we're very top heavy, shall we say. We're top heavy. I would expect some players, Josh Sargent, might be going out on loan. We also might be seeing Timo Weah? Timothy Weah, that's his name, going out on loan. So Spal or Iber, apparently. Maybe even Timo Kadewere. Youssef Demir as well, another player who, he's young, he's good, but he's not going to be good enough to get in our squad this season, so maybe he needs to go out on loan as well. Anyway, this is going to be a really long episode if I keep waffling, so let's go forward, let's play Bayern Munich in the Super Cup and hopefully pick up another trophy. Right then, the DFL Super Cup against Bayern Munich. Obviously, last episode, which for me was actually like 2 weeks ago, last episode for you guys was like 3 days ago. We beat Bayern Munich to win the DFB Pokal, I think is what it's called. So hopefully, we can do the same again. This is what we're going to go for our starting lineup. There's a lot of new faces in there. It will be Andre Onana in goal. Dodo, Popov, Zagadou and Guerrero will be our back four with Kamara and Bellingham in the middle. Adeyemi and Martial on the wings. Piatek and Belotti as our strikers in this one. We have a very strong squad now. We have a very, very strong squad. When you look at our subs bench, which includes Mats Hummels, Gio Reyna, Thales Magno, Emre Can. We've also got Zaniolo, Josh Sargent there, the hero of the day from the last episode, Chris Mepham, Barco's there, players that miss out, Lewis Cook, Junior Firpo, Marco Reus, Julian Brandt, Jordan's there as well, Paslak, who played a lot of football last season. We've got a big, strong squad to try and keep everyone happy. There might be a lot of rotation taking place this season. Right then, Bayern Munich then, they're still playing Lewandowski, even though he's about 700 years old. Thomas Müller as a central midfielder, which I'm pretty sure he's slowly dropping further and further back as he gets older and older. That's our starting lineup there. Like I said, lots and lots of new faces in this Dortmund squad. But hopefully, we should be good enough. I'm hoping we can just dominate them. And once, particularly some of these players, once you get that Piatek, Belotti, Adeyemi and Martial connections kind of all working together up front, we might be scoring stupid amounts of goals. We are 9 minutes in. Bayern have themselves a throw. Kimmich to Leroy Sané, back to Thomas Müller. He's going to cross that in. Vlasic tries to get some space. He's got so much space for himself. We're 1-0 down. It's a friend. It's a glorified friendly, right? This is basically the Charity Shield. It's a glorified friendly. Nobody cares about this. I mean, unless we win, then I might care. Onana plays that ball long towards Adeyemi on the right-hand side, heads it down to Belotti, the Italian. He's got Piatek in the middle. If he can get this cross away, he's been tackled. Keeps hold of it, finds Adeyemi, back to Belotti again. Now Mady Kamara. Jude Bellingham's there, tries to make some space for himself. And we've got 9 new players in the starting 11, or 8 new players in the starting 11. Mady Kamara passes it across to Jude Bellingham, and it's 1-1. So far, 2 highlights have taken place and 2 goals have been scored. The third one, hopefully, might result in a goal for Borussia Dortmund. Lewandowski plays it across to Leroy Sané, gets past Guerrero into the penalty area. What a sliding block that is from Guerrero. Kicks it into Sané and saves the corner as well. Sané with a free kick. It's a header clear from Martial. Kamara just gets a big old boot behind that. But it's only as far as Hernandez, so it's possibly going to come straight back towards us. Hernandez to Alphonso Davies, a player who I was looking to try and sign as well. Crosses it in. Lewandowski's there at the front post. It's 2-1. It's a glorified friendly. It's a glorified friendly. Nobody cares about it. Onana with a goal kick finds Denis Popov, who's picked up an early yellow card in his Borussia Dortmund career. Dodo to Kamara. He's gone long towards Belotti, but Belotti's not paying enough attention. Hernandez goes back to Neuer. It's coming forward then for Bayern Munich. Plays it back. Now on the right-hand side, we can do with stealing this away. They've gone and found Kimmich on the right. Now Vlasic. Last time he got this space, he scored. This time, he puts it just wide of Onana's post. It's still 2-1 to Bayern, though. Popov once again has the ball in his penalty area, finds Adeyemi. Back to Kamara. Good run from Dodo, but Kamara needs to find him. He does eventually get that ball over, and now Dodo has acres of space. He's cutting inside, plays it back to Adeyemi. Now Kamara finds Belotti, and Andrea Belotti blasts that into the back of the net. It's not going to count, is it? It's not going to count. The defenders are appealing for offside. Are we going to have VAR here? Goal's been disallowed. The goal's been disallowed. Was he offside? I mean, I assume because VAR's there, it means he probably was. Yeah, he was offside. That's fine. That's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. So, our 4 new strikers, Adeyemi, Martial, Belotti and Piatek, none of them are playing well, are they? Neither is Dodo. To be honest, this might be one of those times where we've brought in too many players and they're struggling to adapt at the moment. Win this trophy, sure, we'll just nod and agree with what the assistant manager says. Bayern have done themselves a sub. Musiala's come on. I mean, Dodo's knackered. I'm not sure what's happened to Dodo there. Bayern with a throw with Kimmich. Bellingham gets that clear. Our only goal scorer, Adeyemi, gets it clear further, but finds the Canadian Alphonso Davies, who plays it on the ground, to Kingsley Coman. Coman crosses that ball in. It's gone over absolutely everybody. Musiala's going to collect it as well. Kimmich to Muller. 3 Bayern shirts there, passing it around in between. Muller to Musiala. We need to steal this away. Goretzka forward to Coman. Dinks it over to Leroy Sané, and Sané's going to make it 3. He does make it 3. We're not looking particularly hot at the moment, are we? I was genuinely thinking, the start of this season, we are going to be one of the best teams in the world. Not just Germany, but the world. And now we're being kind of dismantled slowly and methodically by Bayern Munich. Belotti's managed to get some space here. Belotti takes probably 1 touch too many, has another chance, and he's missed a sitter. He's missed an open goal. Martial's on a 6.1. Dodo's injured. We've got no right back on the bench because I didn't actually sort my subs bench out. That's stupid. 2 changes that we're going to try. Piatek and Belotti are coming off. Magno and Josh Sargent coming on. Martial's moving up to be a striker. I think he's struggling on the wing. I don't know. I think he's struggling on the wing. That's kind of just my thoughts there. So that's what we're going to do for the moment. We're keeping on Dodo because I didn't put a sub on the bench for the right back position. So we've got no choice. 10 more minutes have passed and he's struggling. He's really struggling. We're going to do Emre Can on as a right back. Apparently he can play there. 2.5 star. That is fine. We might as well stick with it. Bayern's throw. It's Muller. It's Musiala. Back post is Sané. It's 4. It's 4-1. What are we doing here, guys? Come on, team. Show a bit of desire. We're just crumbling. We are absolutely falling apart. I can only assume it's the quantity of new signings, because we are just not performing to the level we were in the last time we played. Goretzka has this ball. Now Tolisso. Is it going to be 5? Don't be 5. Goretzka to Sané to Musiala. Back to Leroy Sané. Slots it through. Musiala's there. Andre Onana is the worst goalkeeper in the world. I might bring Joel Drommel on. Martial's coming off because he's having a poor game. We're going to stick Adeyemi up front now. We're just giving everyone a chance as a striker. I can't do any more subs. Cool. Why is Josh... What is going on? Oh, no. Oh, this isn't ideal. I mean, that should be that way. Oh, we're just going to have to grin and bear it. We're going to lose 5 or 6-1 here, aren't we? We scored a goal and we were not good enough. We've been absolutely garbage in this match so far. We've got 7 minutes. Popov with the ball across to Zagadou. He's gone on to that left-hand side to find Thales Magno. Magno slots it through to Sargent. He's found Martial. Tries to get past his man. Can't manage it. Sargent once again. I want a second goal. I just want another goal. Thales Magno's in. He scuffed his shot into the hand of Neuer. Still 5-1. It's a glorified friendly. It's a glorified friendly and nobody cares about this. I will keep saying that until the ends of the earth unless we win the game. We were rubbish. We were absolutely garbage. We deserve nothing from that. I don't want to see them celebrating. I don't want to see it. Dressing room, throw the water bottle. Unacceptable. People were demotivated. It's a friendly. I've just thrown a water bottle in a friendly. I need to calm down. 5-1. We lost 5-1. Absolutely dominated by them. Dodo's injured as well for 5 to 7 days. That's not too bad. That's not the end of the world. Adeyemi makes his return to German football. I think this was the problem. Adeyemi, Popov, Kamara, Martial, Belotti, Piatek, Dodo and Thales Magno all making their debuts in that match. If we have a look at dynamics and social groups, this might be a problem. I'm not sure why Rafael Guerrero he doesn't fit into a social group for some reason. I don't understand why he's not fitting in. He's been here long enough. He should know most of these people. So just going on to happiness, and lots of people think Mats Hummels is right about lack of squad depth. Like, literally, all of them. They're supporting it. Where do we lack depth? Mats, where do we lack depth? What are you talking about? Do I ask him to recommend a signing? If he thinks we're lacking depth somewhere, maybe he can tell us who we should sign. I heard you wanted to talk. Yeah. No, what do you think? What do you think we need? Midfielder? Do we need another midfielder? I feel like we don't need a midfielder. Oh, I'll say it anyway. I just want a star player. You might want to have a look at Renato Sanchez. Sure, thanks. I'll take that advice. I guess. I mean, he's not going to be cheap. We've got the money, haven't we? We've got the money. By the way, we didn't get Messi, okay? Messi just refused to talk to us. We could try and... We don't need him. 48 to 65 million pounds. We don't really need him, do we? Our squad's ridiculous. They're just not playing well. Anyway, that is going to do it for the first episode of Season 3 of The Future Is Now, and let's hope that it doesn't keep going this way. Next episode, I don't want to do Bayern Munich again, because I think that's possibly the 4th episode in a row that we've played Bayern Munich, isn't it? It's certainly getting close. It'll be at least the 3rd episode in a row. We might do Augsburg and Wolfsburg. A couple of Bergs. That's what we're going to do. So, we'll come back, we'll play Bayern, we'll play Hoffenheim and Mainz off camera. We'll also play a DFB Pokal first round game where we'll probably score 6 goals against just some absolute garbage. And then, yeah, we'll return midway through August. I think the transfer window will still be open, so maybe some business will also take place as well. But that's going to do it for this one. Not best pleased with the performance. Thank you very much for watching episode 1 of season 3 of The Future Is Now. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. It does help me out massively. If you're new here as well, hit the subscribe button so you get notified whenever new videos are released. Actually, you need to ding the bell for that bit. I've nailed these outros every single time at the moment. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I'm just spot on today. Spot on. Everything's going wonderfully well.